Alright, we're back in Syberia, the world before. Finally back to Dana. It's been a while, and I guess she just went up to the refuge, and there was, like, no problem. I very much thought that, like, it was setting it up so that really bad things would happen to her family, and war would start, and whatever, and then she would go to the refuge, but I guess no, it's the other way around. I guess she just went off to the summer job here in the refuge, and then probably at this point, we're gonna start hearing about, like, the Brown Shadow making moves in town and, like, losing my parents or whatever. But for now, we have a big journal to read, which I guess might explain some of this stuff. So, yeah, we read that. I guess it just, like, takes you to the newest one every time, or, like, the start of the new stuff, which is nice. I think I read the left one, yeah. So then it's the right one, Wagen, June 21st, 1937. Hooray, end of school! The year seemed like a walk in the park compared to the spring concert, though. It was so nerve-wracking. So glad it's over. Glad for the break, although already I can't wait for the new year at the music academy to begin. Father says I'll have to pay my way now, though. That's why I shall soon be starting my summer job at Herr Gustav's refuge in the Silberspiegel mountain. The pay isn't exactly great, but it will still help towards my studies. And besides, I get full board and lodging, and I don't know. Bowlfuls galore? Is that what it says? Bowlfuls galore? Fresh mountain air? Mum doesn't stop lecturing me about how good it will be for my lungs. I suspect she exaggerates my illness. Of course, everyone has to be ill, though, so she can keep me under her wing like a mother goose. But I keep it under my hat. This is no time to be upsetting my parents. They have enough on their plate at the moment. First of all, there's the money, or rather, the lack of it. My parents' shop isn't doing as well as it used to, that's for sure. And I can see that my poor old dad, who couldn't put aside as much money as his friend and one-time partner, Herr Zimmer, feels humiliated that I have to work to pay for my studies. And then there's the persecutions by the Brown Shadow against my parents and our neighbors. It seems to be getting worse these past weeks. I even overheard my parents whispering about a possible accession to power of this dreadful party. It's all the more worrying, as their influence is not only growing in Ostertal, but also all over Europe, and even the world over. I've never really been interested in politics, but one thing I do know is that this can't be good news for anyone. Wagen, July 7th. No time to write now. So much to do at the refuge. Tiring, but very interesting. So relieved Herr Gustav is so kind to me. Can't say the same for his daughter, Lenny, though. But maybe we just need time to get to know each other. Soon see. Oh. Anyway, better run. New customers arriving for the summer. And yet she still has time to, like, paste in her little sheet music and, like, stamps and things like that, even though it's, like, no time to write. New customers arriving for the summer. Quite a little group, too. Scientists training for an expedition, if I understand rightly. And they're coming with their guide and even a famous filmmaker. No rest for the weary. And there's the order. Alright. Talk to him again.
Off you go, my girl. You'll be fine. And there's no need to be nervous. I'm here if there's the slightest problem. And there won't be. Off you go, my girl.
Yep.
You'll be fine.
So we have provide service or inspect the painting on the table. So prepare the drinks, take orders on the terrace, and adjust the stove.
What a strange mechanism. It reminds me of the automatons on the musical square.
Oh, wow. We have to, like, manually go into the kitchen. Great. I just want to see where that painting on the table is. Here?
Those paintings. I think Herr Gustav wanted me to help him choose the one he should buy. He must have left me a note somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. There must be a note. I can't really see. Painting waterfall. Painting clouds. I don't know which one I prefer. Dana. Okay, I'm not reading any of this. I have a little favor to ask of you. Young Leon, the alpinist, is trying to fob me off with one of his paintings. Does them in his spare time. I grant you they might not be masterpieces, but they're well painted. At least I can see what they are. Oh, I see, like, I can see what they're depicting, and I would be dead chuffed to hang one up on my wall. Besides, Leon's a decent lad, and brings in the customers. So I thought, as your father sells them, and I know sod all, I'd ask you to choose. Thanks for helping, Gustav.
I should take a closer look at those paintings before choosing one.
Yeah, there's that, like, rumble again. That happened when Kate was introspecting on the rock as well? Is that some, like, recording artifact? Where, like, they had some, like, buzzing during the recording sessions, maybe? And it just, like, slipped into some of the lines. Oh, so she doesn't, like, give any thoughts about them? It's just, pick one. I don't know, I mean... It's like, this fits the terrain here more, I suppose, but at the same time, that is the terrain here, so isn't it better to have something that is, like, different from where you are? Because this looks kind of neat. Like this, we can probably just walk outside and see it. Yeah, I'm gonna choose this one.
I think I'll pick this one.
Choose a painting. Which is like, destroy the other one.
So glad Herr Gustav likes me to play for the clients. This way at least I won't get rusty.
But we can't play now. Nope. Alright, well, let's get these drinks out so I can walk around in peace.
I should go on the other side of the counter. Those drinks won't get served by themselves.
Oh, I see, in that sense. Well, in that case, might as well look around. Oh, kind of weird that I'm doing this with, like, drinks in my hand.
I need to add more wood in the fire. Looks like there's something wrong with the airflow.
Fire and airflow. It's probably just one of those, like... Aren't they called flows? F-L-O-E? That you have to, like, pull out. Vorarlberg again. High frame rate fire.
It's not enough. I need to feed the fire more.
Feed me. But we don't have more.
Wow, I've never seen a stove like this.
Haven't you been working here for like a week?
Gustav's inventions that everyone
or
talks
more?
about down in Vagen.
Like, what did she say? It's the first day now. July 7th. Is July 7th the first day we were here? And is this July 7th now? I forgot what it said. On, like, the loading screen. Yeah, I really want to put down this tray. Apparently I can just take these even though I'm holding a tray. You would think this would be like, I can't do that now. We have to go and fix these drinks first and take these, like, cups into the kitchen. Or whatever. And then you could come out and do this. Oh, that's the staircase. Go up.
There's no one to serve upstairs. And besides, there's still much to do down here. I don't want to let Herr Gustav down.
Well, let's just go back to the stove. It's running pretty poorly here. I'm noticing a lot of frame drops. I guess I should have inspected it. Oh well.
That should be it for the fire. But I think there's something wrong with the airflow. This mechanism controls the air intake, if I remember correctly. Herr Gustav didn't have time to fix it.
So, because he doesn't have time to fix it, he's just gonna let this random girl just tamper with it, even though he should know how to do it?
Looks all good to me.
I should probably use mouse for this. It's like very awkward to rotate around.
Impossible. Looks all good to me. That one is loose.
Okay. Wait, hold on.
Looks all good to me. Better try another one.
Guess that's the only one.
That should fit pretty much anywhere on the stove.
And we're not gonna, like, set it back there. We're gonna just place it on, like, the opposite side. How do we know that? This is airflow? How did she know that?
Herr Gustav didn't have time to fix it.
And we just took a random other thing that may or may not be very important? Hold on.
That should fit pretty much anywhere on the stove.
Yeah. You can't even press, like, escape to exit the inventory, or tab. It's kind of annoying.
That's it. I'm done here.
Okay.
And there's no need to be nervous.
Yep.
I'm here if there's the slightest problem. And there won't
Time
be.
for the most difficult task of opening this. Halfway done. I did it. Come on, inspect. Oh, so the glasses I have are, like, empty, I guess.
So this is the Spitze.
Spitze.
Here's the Nebel. Birne, huh?
Okay. One Spitze. Do you mean like one Spitze plus Birne as in one glass? I don't know. Or if it's like two separate drinks. Yeah, it's like combined, I guess. What? What do you want me to do? Just, okay, I was already holding the button. I had to like let go and then hold it again. Also, once again, just gonna switch over to mouse for this part. And then to Nebel.
The keg's empty.
Oh,
I need to change it.
of course.
Here's the Nebel. It's not the right kind of beer.
You just lift that up, and that's full? That would be heavy as fuck.
That should be it. Let's serve these gentlemen now.
Alright. Anything else I can look at here? No. Big hunk of cheese.
No, we'll have to go higher, I'm telling you.
But my point is that it's highly improbable that any primate will be able to survive so high up, let alone thrive.
And if they were thriving, we wouldn't be looking for them, would we? I say they've taken to the higher ground, and they only come down to steal livestock and game.
Look out, chaps.
Gentlemen, your drinks?
Ah, good on you, lassie. Horst, make yourself useful and pass these around. First day, is it? Better make a wish then.
All right, I will. I wish you would tell me what all those maps are for.
Ah, that I can grant you. They show all the different locations of an expedition we're planning.
Let's have a staring contest. Scientists. Yeah, sure.
And what about you, gentlemen?
Well, let me introduce you to my dream team. Horst Sauer, talented anthropologist and frequent but worthy pain in the ass, your mother. Rudolf Jäger, distinguished ethnologist. And last but not least, Albert Bauer,
Paleontologist.
And yourself?
Reinhard Berger, biologist.
As Herr Berger says, we're here to train for the
I already
Origin
forgot all of their
expedition.
names.
In return for funding for our own projects back home.
And for the love of science, eh, Horst?
Oh, yes, of course, Herr Berger.
Let's call
I'm
him
sure
Hamburger
none of us would
instead.
be here otherwise, would we?
And what about you, my lovely?
Oh, I'm Dana. I'm working here during the holidays, that's all.
Didn't she pronounce her own name as Dana before? I'm confused. I guess it's Dana.
I see you haven't come just for the view then.
Oh no, Fraulein. We're only here for the beer and a pretty smile. That's our trainer out there.
What was that? Like, oh
Supposed
no,
to knock
that's
this scraggly lot
inappropriate.
into shape for the big climb in Baltayar.
Ooh, I like him. Big smile. He's so sexy and hot and manly and
Right.
chadly. Not like these dweebs.
And what's that one of, if you don't mind me asking?
That is Baltayar, a remote region in the mountains of northern China. That's where I'll be leading my team in a couple of weeks.
And what's this expedition for?
Well, keep it to yourself, but the code name is Origin. And if I have my way, it will likely change the way we perceive humanity.
Okay, thanks. I'd better
I'm curious
go.
to know what this Origin expedition is all about, though. If it's not top secret, that is.
Put it this way, Fraulein Dana. When we discover what we're looking for, you will no doubt remember this conversation as your claim to fame. You will tell your grandchildren that you served the Origin team, the team that discovered none other than the missing link of the superior race of humans, the Australopithecus habilis, the direct ancestor of Homo sapiens.
That guy in the background is gonna
Vulgarly put, the
get
abominable
loud.
snowman.
Oh, I see. Now I get why it's called Origin.
Whatever we find, whatever we call it, it's
Is he like
likely to
the
send
token Clayton
shockwaves
character?
all through the world of anthropology. It will help us to explain how we evolved from Australopithecus to modern man, and then became...
He's off again. Get him started on anthropology and he's like a bolted horse. I don't think Fraulein Dana wants you to clobber her with your explanations, Horst.
Maybe I thought it was interesting. He's looking at me, hopefully. Yeah, on the contrary.
I might only be a waitress, but actually I find it quite interesting.
Well, Fräulein, the
He's off.
Origin expedition could lead us to a totally new series of studies, or even reveal a new mode of tribal organization, or a micro-society, by the discovery of a specimen that may well have played a major role in the evolution of modern man.
Come, gentlemen, here's to the Brown Shadow for generously sponsoring this expedition, which is sure to redefine our understanding of mankind.
Awkward. Oh,
I see we're fraternizing with the personnel, gentlemen.
A little
Just
bit late on
giving a toast
that.
to our generous sponsor, Herr Hertz.
May I remind you that this mission...
Yeah, that very
financed
subtle
by
band
my
on his
party,
right arm.
is confidential.
Gee, I wonder what parallel they're
Do you know what
pulling
that
with a
means,
brown
Dr.
shadow.
Berger?
Yes, Herr Hertz.
It means, gentlemen, it is strictly forbidden to communicate any details or objectives to anyone outside our circle, let alone to the first waitress to come by twinkling her eyelashes. Fraulein, as soon as you're done here, I suggest you get back to your chores.
Then why didn't he say that, like, way earlier? He was just sitting there, listening for a long time.
That is one of the inconveniences of working with a heavily politicized private sponsor. But he's just doing his job. And I suppose, like anything else in life, there has to be some compromise to get what one desires. So, think nothing of it, Fraulein. It is the way of science. Indeed, it is the way of the world.
And they just keep talking, and he's fine with it now. The brown shadow is dangerous.
The way of the world, Herr Berger?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, but in case you do not know, let me tell you
And
what
he's just
members of
listening
Brown
there in the
Shadow
background,
do
just
to
like,
the
yeah,
girls
this is
like
fine.
me. They smash windows. They assault innocent people for no reason at all. They are fascists and criminals, Herr Berger. With all due respect, don't you feel ashamed to be associated with such tyrants?
I would be careful when expressing such extreme accusations, Fraulein.
Yeah, especially like right
There are
next
always
to one of them.
overzealous members of any party, always have been. And even so, we are not politicians. We do not claim to save humanity. Our job is to explain how it came about. Why, if the scientific community had to halt progress at every political crossroads, then humanity would never have advanced any further than Homo erectus.
Dana, chop chop. This isn't a French parlor, my girl.
There's
Yes,
no
Herr
one else
Gustav.
to serve.
I'd better go. Thank you, gentlemen.
I made it awkward. You want anything?
Right, my lovely. Pop out, take the orders on the terrace, and then we can take a breather.
Leon, dear, do make an effort.
Hello. What are you doing? Is that so fun? Looking at like a lens? What are you doing?
Lenny, sweetheart,
Crikey, you nearly made me jump out of my skin.
what have you got there?
Oh, it's
Is
the
she?
camera lens, that's all.
They're talking as if she's supposed to be
Camera
like
lens.
5 years old.
Yeah? Borrowed it from Frau Junta?
Who is this Frau Junta anyway?
Ginger Junta, over there.
She married?
Oh no, too old to marry now. She's way past 20, you know. That's why
Gasp.
she likes filming Leon, because he's young and handsome.
Lenny?
And she never lets me have a go of her gear anyway. I only wanted to help her film something. I bet she's jealous.
You shouldn't steal things, I guess, but did she steal it? Let's just say, why are you so interested in filming?
Lenny, what's so special about Frau Junta's equipment that makes you want to steal it?
Borrow it.
All right.
Also, she's
borrow
sitting like
it.
right next to her, holding her lens. Wouldn't she
Who
see
would
that?
be interested in Ginger Junta if she didn't have a camera, huh? She's too old for Leon. She uses it so she can be the center of attention, you know.
God damn, he's so sexy.
Is that what you want?
No, not exactly. Besides, there's nothing to do here.
I do understand, Lenny, but
No, you don't. Feels like a prison here sometimes, all on my own. When I grow up, I'll live at the top of a building in the big city, and I'll have a swimming pool on my roof.
believe me, I do understand, Lenny. Because of my coughing fits, I've sometimes had to stay in my room for weeks on end. Imagine that, nothing to see but the same four walls.
Oh, right. Must have been pretty tough, I guess.
Way to one-up her.
That's why I took up the piano. Do you like doing anything special, Lenny?
I suppose I like making stuff with Papa. He's got ever such clever hands, you know. But he's always so busy in the summer.
Let's be friends then, shall we?
Easy as that.
Won't tell on me then.
Not now that we're friends.
You promise?
I promise.
There, like that. Try not to move now, darling.
Alright, well, We're gonna have to talk to the sexy hunk and the old decrepit hag next time, I think. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you then.